What's going on, guys? As you guys know, I was supposed to compete around this time. I posted up a video about me being 2 weeks out, and it is about 2 weeks out. I wanted to compete on Memorial Day, but something came up, so I decided not to do it. I actually dieted. I actually started dieting at around 170 pounds, and I dropped down to about 163. So that wasn't too much. That wasn't too much of a drop. And like I said, I couldn't do it. I had a lot going on, and plus the show, even to enter the show was $100. And for all you guys that don't know, once you compete, you don't really get that money back. So that's I guess the downfall. You spend all this money, all this time trying to compete, and you don't get any money back for it. So that kind of sucks. But I don't necessarily do it for the money. I do it because I love doing it, and that's what keeps me going. And dieting, it's no joke. When I first start dieting, the first couple of weeks are really, really, really easy. Like it's nothing. And then once you get to about 1 or 2 weeks out, that's when the diet starts. That's when it starts messing with your head. I did the This time around. I did a decent amount of carbohydrates, and I try to do the low fat and the higher protein route. And I noticed that my body was holding a little bit more water than when I competed last year. Last year I did a higher fat and I did a low carb diet. So I'll show you guys a video, a clip or two of how I looked last year versus how I look this year, and how my body responds to carbohydrates. I think everybody's different. You just got to know your body, and you just got to know what you respond to. But this dieting is no joke. Like, it really messes up your head. Um, it's not for the weak, man. You really dieting is like a 24-hour job. Whenever you're getting ready for a show, you think that I give these guys a lot of credit, especially for the natural athletes, because you put a lot into it, man. It takes a lot. Like when you're a couple weeks out, you have so many cravings, and your mind's playing tricks on you. And I remember like walking down the grocery store aisle and like telling myself like, man, once I get off this diet, I'm eating this, I'm eating this, I'm eating that. But now I'm off the diet, and I'm like, I'm not craving none of that stuff no more. So it really plays tricks on you, like, I don't know. And then you're on a deficit the whole time, so that kind of screws you up, and you're getting weaker, and I'm still recovering. Like right now, before my diet, I was able to incline bench 225 for about, I say 12 reps, and now I can barely get 5 reps on the incline bench. So I really got to work on getting my strength back up. But that's what I was expecting. I was expecting to lose a little bit of strength, to lose a little bit of muscle in order to look the best that I can look. So yeah, I don't necessarily care if dang, what I was about to say. That was my train of thought. But yeah, like after this competition, I did a lot of thinking, man. Like, I always think to myself, like, is it really worth it to get my body fat this low? Like, and you still run the possibility of losing. You putting in all this work, you putting in all this time, all this commitment. You cutting people off. You stop eating out with friends. You don't party as much. You take away so much. It's like like dieting for a show just takes so much out of you. Like, man, and it's crazy though. Like, you just, I don't know. I can't explain it, but one of the things that I do, one of the first things that I do to even get ready for a show is, I cut water. I think that's not cut water. I cut sodas. I think that's one of the most important things, man. Is cut out the soda. Like that alone will make you lose plenty of weight. Um, so it's a little bit hard when you first start doing it, and then like after a while, you get used to not having sodas, so it's not as hard. Uh, so that's one thing that I do. Um, Also, I start doing cardio. Cardio, that's I don't know why some people suggest not doing cardio. Like that's one of the key things. You gotta you gotta run, man. Either at least walk. You know, walking or that's what burns the freaking fat right there. So cardio, man, cardio is key in my opinion. I wish I had a treadmill. Actually, I would do cardio almost every day, but cardio is key, man. So cut the water and do cardio. Number three, I would say is everybody knows this. Track your food. Track everything you eat. One day. That's another thing. Like, your body plays tricks on you. So, track what you eat, and don't let that affect. Don't let your look affect how you're gonna eat. I think that's why a lot of people wear hoodies and a lot of people like cover up because your body will play tricks on you. One day you'll be you'll be ripped. The next day you'll be holding water and you'll wonder like damn, like what did I eat to make me hold this much water? So don't really go off of how you look sometimes. Go off of just stick to what you're doing. Um, and also, if you're doing something and you're not changing, you're probably just not in a deficit, or you're probably not in a deficit long enough. You have to stick. You got to stick with it. Stick with being in a deficit, and that's one thing. That's another thing I've learned. You can go in a deficit for 4 or 5, 6 days, and you can have a cheat meal, and it won't affect you. Like you cannot get fat in one day. You cannot. It's not possible. So have when you're dieting, have a cheat meal, or two, or have a cheat day. And that's what I like to do. Like if I know I'm working hard, if I know I'm consistently losing 1 pound a week, have a cheat meal. It won't hurt. You can't get fat in a day. It's not possible. A person gets fat by consistently eating over their daily calorie limit. So keep that in mind. That's one thing. Don't kill yourself by trying to get ready for a show. I heard people say there's like a specific pace that you should run to do cardio. Some people like to do high intensity. Some people like to, I guess, walk, but like kind of speed walk. And I'm the type of guy that I like to do distance. I like to do distance as fast as I can, and I actually did that last year. I ran probably around 2 to 3 miles Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I did that about 3 times a week, and I saw amazing results. I put up a clip, show you guys how I was lame, man. Last year, I was looking nice, like, and that was all because I ran long distances. So a lot of people wouldn't suggest that because you run the risk of losing fat, losing muscle. But either way, you're gonna lose muscle. Like that, your body is just gonna take whatever it can get, man. But also it depends on your diet too. But cardio is key, man. Depending just whatever method you use, either way is fine. There are some think walking is straight, but high intensity is straight. But I prefer running long distance. Uh, Number three, as y'all know, is be consistent, stick with it. Uh, and count, count everything. Well, I wouldn't say count everything, but on your days, count everything that you put in your mouth. All right, but I like to have a cheat day too. So on that cheat day, I'm not counting nothing. I mean, whatever the heck I want to eat, and I'm not counting nothing. So have at least one cheat day a week, or some people do a cheat meal. Well, I like to have a cheat day. That way I can fully recover, get my glycogen storage back up, and I'll be ready to, I guess, recharge. That's my way to recharge, is through having that cheat day.